Today, I want to help you take action in figuring out how trauma might be messing with your life. Trauma has a very insidious effect. It affects every area of possible functioning in your life as a human being. Mind, body, spirit, soul, emotions, interpersonal reactions, your love life. There's no space, your spiritual life, even your relationship with God. It disrupts every area of your experiencing life as fully as you possibly can. The one I'm going to focus on today is basically the belief that you're not good enough. You're not worthy. Your sense of your experience of yourself coming from trauma can be overshadowed by a pervasive sense of humiliation, of loss of self-esteem, of feeling ashamed. This is beyond embarrassment. This is ultimately feeling, for some people, like you don't necessarily exist as the same person anymore, that somehow you're emptier, you're broken, you're too damaged. And so therefore, the troubling sense that you've lost value. This can show up in many, many ways that you might, I know I have when I suffered still from trauma, that you might experience in your life and not even associate with trauma. For instance, you might find yourself sort of functioning on a false speed. What do I mean by that? I mean that you find that you don't feel you're capable. You're capable of really reaching to this potential that other people see, or maybe even that on some level reaching to the potential of some of the dreams that you might have, in the back burner, that you don't really allow yourself to talk about too much, even because there's that sense of you're missing something that's necessary. You might find that you don't have the motivation, you don't have the get up and go to pursue your goals or even to set goals. You might have that sense that, your opportunities have passed away, or too much has happened, or that you can't have the things that other people have. That it can't, what you've lost can never be restored to you, and so therefore you can't have that life that other people around you seem to enjoy. But ultimately, there's that devaluing of self. And also, interpersonally, what you're going to find is that you find yourself probably feeling less deserving of other people's time, commitment, attention, and love. You might find that even in the presence of love, you find it very difficult to open up yourself to receive love. That pervasive loss of self-esteem, of worth, of value, of feeling broken and not good enough can convince you that you're not good enough to ultimately pursue your dreams, to have a viable destiny, which God has preordained, a destiny of meaningful purpose. You might feel like actually that ability to commune, to have a community, to be loved and to enjoy a beautiful, wonderful love has been compromised for you. You might not be confident in your ability to actually have something to offer to someone else. Today I'm going to make it easy for you. So what can I do? We're going to talk about many things you can do to overcome trauma during the course of this series. However, one thing you can do today is make a commitment to shift your mindset. Whenever you connect or you recognize or you get that spidey sense moment, you'll notice my love of superheroes by my action figures in the corner. Get your spidey senses going, right? And allow yourself to witness when you see yourself having these thoughts of not feeling worthy, of these thoughts of feeling broken, of humiliation, of shame, okay? Of a feeling that you don't have what it takes, or lost hope, feeling like you can't have a beautiful life, or a life of destiny and purpose and love. I want you to watch and observe and recognize, wait a minute. I remember what that Dr. Eve person said, right? Oh, she said this is trauma. Now I want you to simply do this. Simply go, I understand you now. I understand who's speaking. This is trauma talking. You're just witnessing to me that I've been through something very difficult. Something that was a very, traumatic experience. It was painful. It was an experience from my past which caused me to sort of have this muddy filter on my lenses and I can't see correctly. It's kind of like my glasses. If I take them off, I can't see that well. But wait a minute. If I make an adjustment, at least I can recognize, oh, nothing's wrong with me, really. I'm not beyond repair. Actually, I'm just not seeing things accurately. I'm just not thinking accurately. My thinking, my thoughts, and the way I see myself are unfortunately connected to my trauma experiences. My life isn't over. My destiny isn't in the garbage. And I can have beautiful relationships. Just like that. Did you see what I said? I realize it's hard for me to accept that right now, but there's one thing I can safely acknowledge. I can definitely acknowledge that I realize that my thinking is being manipulated by trauma and my history too much. And just allow yourself, without any punishment, to say, I understand. I understand and I make the connection now. And I realize that I can, with empathy, just acknowledge this, that it's just been difficult for me. It's just been difficult for me. But I understand. It's not really my truth. And that's where we're going to. How do you occupy the space of living and walking and being whole in the truth? The truth which will function in your life as a way to be whole and to be healed and to recover completely from your trauma history, from the things that happened in your past. It's very important that you know that even if you're not dear yet, dear does exist. Please join me again next time